All right, so evening. Welcome to the 6:30 core and conditioning class with me, Ali. I appreciate everyone for chiming in. So for today's class, all you will need is a pair of dumbbells. If you don't have a pair, grab one. Also, at some point, you will need a chair or something that you can elevate your feet up on. And of course, you have your mat, have your water ready. We're going to run through 10 exercises. After we run through all 10, the goal is to get right back and run it again. All right, so your conditioning today will be a lot of getting down, getting up off the ground, and just getting through the core conditioning phase. All right, so the only part for the warm-up, we're going to do the warm-up a little different. No high knees, no jumping jacks today. Once you come down to the ground, we're actually going to warm up utilizing the plank hold. So this is just a warm-up. Bring yourself down. Make sure your back is nice and straight. Shoulders are even. Keep the hips and glutes nice and straight. And just hold. So focus on right now while you're holding, focus on your breath, your form, your technique. Getting acquainted, utilizing your body weight. Couple more seconds. Time. Now I want you to go to the opposite side. Same thing, just attacking both sides, that's all. Face the opposite direction. Same thing, just warming it up, holding your body weight up. Make sure your shoulders, your face, your neck stays relaxed. If you got a mirror around you, use your pinpoints. Use that mirror as a guide. Just hold. Time. All right. Next phase of the warm-up we're going to slip over the tabletop. Keep your hands and wrists nice and straight. Sit up tall. Bend the knees in, the heels down, the ground, toes up. Elevate yourself up. Slowly but surely, going across the opposite side of your body. This is still part of the warm-up before we get started. Just adjusting your body weight. Get used to that body weight. Take your time. This is the warm-up. Make sure we're breathing. Let's get one more each side. 1, 2. All right. The first core exercise, we're going to roll right through them. Every time we're done with one, I'll let you know what the next one is. We're going to roll right through it. We're going to stay down on the ground, grab your weights or that one weight that you have. We're going to do elevated press-ups. So the weight will be my anchor. I'm coming down to the ground. As I come down to the ground, you're going to throw that weight up. Both feet, both legs come straight up in the air. I'm going to take my lower back, my hips, and my glutes slightly off the ground. Driving up, driving back down. Notice where my arms stay at. I stabilize the arms. Let's go to work. Breathe. Try to keep both feet glued together. Go straight up, straight down. Stay in control of that movement. Control that weight or that one weight that you have. Come on, hang tight, hang tight. Guys on the clock. Just breathe easy. 10 seconds. Control that body weight coming back down to the floor. 3, 2, 1. All right. We're going to take it up top. Next up on the clock, we got the standing oblique twist. I'm going to angle my camera up just a little bit. All you need is one weight. Grab that one weight. Set the knees. Give me a bend in the knees. We're rotating to the right, to the left. So notice where my eyes stand. I'm looking straight ahead into the lens rather than following the weight. Make sure you sit low enough. To that squat hold, just slightly bend the knees. You're just rotating that upper torso. Hang tough, hang tough. But the only way this works if I keep my core contracted. You got 10 seconds. And keep both arms bent in an L-shaped formation. 3, 2, 1. Keep the weight in your right hand. We're standing. We're going with the side oblique bends. Opposite hand is behind me. Give me that reach now. Draw your abs back in when you get back to the middle. So again, we're off the ground. We're just attacking the standing oblique bends. Now you see how we're just going to roll through this for 10 different exercises. Then we're going to take it right back, run one more lap, going through it. Hang tough. So find the weight. Make sure that weight stays close to your body. We're under that 10-second mark. Don't let it get away from you. 3, 2, 1. Switch hands, switch sides, regroup. Let's work. So this is going to be your conditioning phase tonight. Moving on to the next. Whether I'm up on my feet, down to the ground, utilizing weight, or just utilizing body weight. So when you stand up tall and you get back to the middle, keep the core contracted. Don't collapse the core where that lower back feels the effect of it. I got us on the clock. Just keep rolling. Breathe at the top. 10 seconds. Hang tough, hang tough. 3, 2, get this last one in, get this last one in. Yeah. Time, on to the next. So coming up next, looks like we have what we call the good old 6 inches. So I'm gonna angle my camera back down to the ground. Grab both weights, or if you have that one weight, let's take it back down to the ground. The only difference with this one is holding the weight up, I'm going to bring my feet, keep them glued together. I'm going to lower them down slowly, keep them straight. My heels will never touch the ground. I hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in. Kick them back out to the start. Don't let the heels touch. Then drive back up towards your hands and the weight. That's our sequence. Let's run it. Take your time, legs straight, knees, feet glued together. Don't let the upper body come up when the heels and the feet come down. Notice how fluent and slowly we're going with this move. And again, bring the knees in, kick back out, drive back up. Keep the arms, keep the weight straight. Again, lower the heels, down slow. Bring the knees in. Extend out, 10 seconds. Again, be mindful of the upper body. Don't let the upper body come off the ground. Last one, finish off. Bring those feet up top. Drop them down, drop the weight. All right, let's see what we got next. Again, you see how we're rolling with this. All right, let's stay down on the ground. Grab that one weight. We got weighted glute bridges. We're gonna work the glutes and the core. Place that on your lower part of your abdomen. Put some space between your feet. Drive to your heels. Bring up the glutes, bring up the hips, bring up that lower part of your back. That's work. So when you drive up off the ground, don't let your knees cave in. Hold about that 1 second squeeze at the top. Keep the glutes locked and loaded. Keep the core locked and loaded, especially at the top of that lift. Drive to your feet, drive to your heels. So this is your conditioning part. We'll take a break. Well, let me rephrase that. If you need to take a break, listen to your body. Always listen to your body. But if you don't need a break, we're rolling straight through all 10. At the end of 10, we got 10 seconds. Then you'll get a quick break. If you want more of a burn, Bring those heels a little bit closer towards your glutes and your hamstrings. Last one. And time. All right, hang in there, hang in there. Let's see what we got next. All right, we stand down on the ground. This is strictly our body weight Supermans. So we're coming down to the ground. Get ourselves situated. Let's lie flat on our stomachs. Point the toes up. Arms getting that reach. Think about that flying motion. We're going to sway from the left to right with the Superman. Instead of going straight down the middle, we're going left to right first. All right, here we go. Just kind of bring the hands and feet up, place them back down. I want you to come off that ground just enough to where your body weight allows you to. Take your time. Breathe. When I say switch, that's when we're going to take it down the middle. Last one. All right, relax. Now we're going straight down the middle. Just straight up, straight down, both. Your hands and your feet coming off the ground at the same time. Let's work. Hold. Slowly drop down. Take it back up. And again, stay in control of your movement. It's a small, subtle movement. Protect that lower back. We got 10 seconds before we move on to whatever the next exercise is coming up. Even though the clock right now, give me this last one. Time, relax. Let's see what else we got on the agenda. Hang tough. All right, so we got the good old plank, lateral side bends. Let's overstack. We're going to attack both sides. Make sure you got your elbow, your arm on something soft. Overstack both feet, legs. Opposite arm straight up. Open the chest up. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Let's take it up. Now, as you take it up, take the opposite hand. Bring it in. Roll up. This is our formation. So, I'm not fighting myself. My feet, my legs are stacked lateral over top of each other. We're going to attack both sides. Hang tough, hang tough. 10 seconds until we flip over, run the opposite side, then we move on. Last one. Switch sides, switch sides. Should be a different arm. Once again, make sure before you start, before you elevate off that ground, be mindful of where your shoulder is at. All right, let's work. Hold up. Don't start rotating yet. Just get your body straight in that straight alignment. Now we start to bring it in and rotate out. It's almost like you're trying to get that hand to reach around to tap yourself on your back without letting the hips turn with you. That makes sense. As that hand is coming across my body for that reach, my hips are staying overstacked. This is the slow control movement, not all out. You're under that 10-second mark. Come on. Time. All right, on to the next. Hang in there, hang in there. All right, so we stand with the lateral stack. A little something a little different. We're going to incorporate the legs and the feet into this one. So, back to that L-shaped formation. Arm down the ground. Opposite hand. Get straight up in the air. Take my body weight up. Now, I'm holding my arm up. All I'm going to do now, look at that. Bend in. Knees, elbows meet. Open back up. So now we add in the lower body to meet the upper body in the middle. Meanwhile, we stand laterally stacked. Not losing the balance. Notice how I'm reaching with my arm to a side bend when I come away from that knee, opening everything back up. Come on. Breathe. Last one. Switch. Ah, gotta love it. Again, get yourself situated first. Overstack everything. Arm straight up. Take it up. And we know what time it is. Start to get that knee to meet that elbow in the middle. Let that air out. Let that air out. Remember, this is your body weight. We're fighting against the gravity right now. We're elevated off that ground, so we're fighting against that gravity. Of that balance, that stability. Come on. One more. Yeah. Time. Moving on. All right, so this will make number 10. Grab that chair. Now we need to grab that chair. Get yourself situated with the chair. So, let me grab my WWE chair, as I call it. Heels on the chair. Everything else is on the ground. Sit up, reach ups. Heels down, toes up. All we're going to do is sit up, reach up. Keep your eyes, your chin towards the ceiling. Let's work. Keep the heels on that chair. Or if you're on a couch or whatever you got to elevate it on. As you sit up, notice where my eyes are staying. I follow my hands on this one. It protects my spine. Not only that, my neck. It keeps my chin away from my neck, where I'm not forcing a movement. It's just a fluent movement. Keep rolling with it. If you want, you can pick the face up. That is up to you. Just be mindful of your back and your shoulders coming back down to the floor. Come on. To the middle, to the upper part of the abs. Your knees are bent. Feet off the ground. Now you got to bring the upper body into play. 15 seconds on the clock. There's that time update. Come on. Sit it up, reach it up. All in one move. All in one move. Yeah, come on. Give me this last one, even though time ran out. Yep. So grab a quick drink. We just ran through all 10 exercises. That's one lap in. We're going to run through it again. We're going to run that back. So if you haven't done so by now, grab a quick drink. So that's the conditioning part of class tonight. Instead of you doing mountain climbers, jump ropes, high knees, just core work. Core work, using your body weight, weights, a chair, your body weight. Just run it back. All right, we good to go? Take a deep breath at the reset button. We're going back to the top. Let's start off at the top. Grab your weight to that one weight that you had handy. Let's get it ready. We're taking it right back to the top. Hit the reset button. Now you at least know what to expect. You know what's coming your way. Let's run that back. Throw those arms up. Glue those feet together. Take that elevating up. Just get that lift. Control the weight. Don't let the weight control you. If you can help it, keep those legs, knees nice and straight. Meanwhile, that weight has to stay stationary. Keep that weight, keep the arms locked in play. I got you on the clock. Just keep doing what you've been doing all along. We're back at the top now. I'm running this all over again. 10-second mark. Come on. After this, we back on top of our feet. Drop one weight off. Give me this last one. Time. All right, let me angle my camera up. Grab that one weight. Get yourself ready. That semi squat. We're going with the standing oblique rotation. It may not seem like much, this move. It only works, one, if the weight is heavy enough. Two, do I have my core engaged enough to where when I rotate, that's already locked and loaded. And it's coming to the outside of the hip, that placement of that weight. Protect that lower back by not twisting your eyes or your head to follow the weight. Find a target, look straight ahead. Breathe. 10-second mark. Stay standing, keep the weight in your right hand. Coming up next, we got the side bends. 3, 2, 1. Get yourself situated. Opposite hand behind the head. Again, take your time. I really want you to focus on when you stand back to the top. Tighten. It's like I'm squeezing, like I'm condensing my core in. That's important. That's still part of the move. It's not just about bending down to the side, letting the weight be your anchor. Even when we get back to the start, I want you to tighten that window up a little bit more on that core. Get a benefit out of this. Get a reward. That's what it's all about. Don't just go through the motions. 10 seconds before we switch to the opposite side. Let's go one more. Even though the clock ran out, won't kill us. Boom. All right, let's switch it off. Lock and load the opposite hand. Always start off with that side of bend. And tighten that trunk up. You should be able to feel your muscles pulling. Like almost trying to make a fist with your core when you stand back up to the top. So it's almost like that weighted stretch when you open that opposite side of that oblique up. But you're keeping that weight near your leg at all costs. Don't let it get away from you. 10 seconds. Most of your core movements, take your time with it. Don't rush them, especially when it starts to burn. Last one. Time. All right, let's take it back down to the floor because I'm quite sure the next one, we're on the floor. Coming up next, we got the weight of 6 inches. Here's that move where it's like 2-on-1. So remember, the weight goes up, the feet go up. But we do that extension on the way down where the heels don't touch. All right, let's take everything up. Weight up, lower body up. All right, take it down. Bring the knees in. Keep the feet, your knees, legs glued together. Extend that kick out. Slowly raise up. Keep repeating that sequence at your own pace. The important key with this, especially when your feet are coming down to the ground from the start, don't let the shoulders or your lower body come up off the mat as your heels and your feet are dropping down to the ground. That's why we made this weighted. Instead of just using your body weight, whether it's one weight or 2 pairs of weights, makes you concentrate that much more. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I got us on the clock. I'm just doing a bunch of talking to keep your mind off what you're doing, keep you motivated. 10-second mark. Come on. Knees in. Kick it back out. Drive back up one last time. And bring all the way down. Time, and relax. All right, let's see what's up next. Coming up next. All right, so it looks like we got the side, we got the glute bridges. We got the glute bridges. Grab that one weight, place that weight on the lower part of the abdomen, glutes and core. Let's get that combo. Bring those heels a little close to your glutes and hamstrings. Let's take it up. If you're dealing with one dumbbell and if it's too light, grab that other dumbbell, place it next to that one or overlap it. Or find something instead of textbooks, if you can find that balance with them, double up on your textbooks. Whatever you have at your disposal, utilize it to your advantage. You'd be surprised if you don't have the weights at the house or the dumbbells, which you also can use as a substitution. As long as it's done the right way. Make sure we elevate. We drive through the heels, drive through the feet, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core at the top. Don't just say, I went through the motions, I did it, but I didn't get no benefit out of it. Come on, we still got time on the clock. We still got plenty of time on the clock for this one. Because I want this one to be a nice little burnout, especially if you have your heels sitting close to your glutes and your hamstrings. You should feel this in the hamstrings and the glutes and keep the core tight. We're under that 15-second window. So there's your time update, so now you know. Come on. It's all about finding that control, that balance. Last one coming up right here. Here we go. Now, hold. Just follow my lead. Just hold. 10, 9, 8. I know I switched it up. 7, 6, 5. Get that burn. 4. Don't drop. 3. Don't collapse. 2, 1. Now we drop down. On to the next. All right, what we got up next? Let's see. You think I would know these by now. Memorized. All right, so looks like we got the Supermans. We got the Supermans. I'm going to switch this one up as well. So with the Supermans, we're going to stay down, straight down the middle. When I say switch, bring me up to a plank hold. So we're going to start off with the Supermans, going straight down the middle only. We switch, we drive up to a regular plank hold. I'll say down. We take it back to the Supermans. All right, get yourself situated. Let's take it up. Here we go. So keep doing the Superman until I say switch. Always take that deep breath out before we go back up. And switch. Give that plank. That's why we warmed up with the plank in the beginning. That was your warm-up. Just a good old regular fashion plank hold. Now it comes back to haunch into your workout. If you can elevate stuff on your toes, they call that the Russian plank. And down. All right, get those arms stretched out. Relax your head, relax your neck. Take it back to Superman. Come on. Take your time. Yeah, we switched it up on this. We added something a little different. And switch off. Give me that regular plank hold. If you want to try the Russian plank, elevate yourself on those toes. It's going to force you to draw your elbows in a little close to your body. Time. Let's go one more lap of both. One more lap. Take it back to Superman. Maintain. Don't change anything up. Stay with the script. Last one. All right, take me back up top to the regular planks or the Russian plank. Just breathe. There you go. Again, if you're around a set of mirrors, use that to your advantage. Pinpoint yourself. Look in the mirror. Time. All right, on to the next. What do we have coming up next? All right, so we're back to the plank holds with the lateral taps, strictly body weight. Get yourself resituated. You're starting off on whatever side you want to start off with. It doesn't matter. All right, let's overstack, L shape, opposite arm up. Just hold for right now. Just follow my lead. Now let's rotate that arm in and rotate up. Hang tough, hang in there, hang in there. Control that body weight, control that movement. Under that 10-second mark, now you know. Second time through. 10 exercises. Last one. Switch sides. I'm going to angle the camera up just a little bit. All right. Let's attack that opposite side now. Pick up where you left off from. You can start. You don't have to wait on me. I got you on the clock. Again, it's almost like you're about to take your hand, reach around, and touch the opposite side of your back without letting your body follow you or your eyes or your hips. That's important. Just as the extra bonus, extra credit, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking that hand, I'm just tapping the opposite side of my back. Just to make sure I'm getting the full range of motion. Come on, almost there. Last one, right here. All right, keep the momentum down on the ground. Switch sides, of course. We stand with that lateral stack, but we know now the knees and the arms meet in the middle. All right? Come on, hang tough, you're almost there. All right, overstack. Opposite arm, L shape. Take it up. Draw everything in, open up, boom. That's all that is. Follow and stay with that sequence. Again, this is conditioning part. So it's all said and done. 20 laps. Because you did 10 in the first one, running it back, that's all. Yeah, under that mark, keep rolling. Last one. Switch. All right, here we go. Get your stuff restacked. Hard part is keep switching sides, but once you get that momentum going and get yourself situated, just keep rolling with it. You're almost at that finish line. You're almost at the end. Everything we did today was strictly core. The conditioning was moving on to the next. So conditioning don't always have to come in forms of doing something that's high intensity. Just movement, let alone. Come on. You're under that mark. Come on. Keep pushing. One more. Woo. You gotta love it. All right, on to the next. Ah, what do you know? Last call. Bring out that chair again. Grab that chair. Get yourself situated. Taking it down to the floor. So, on this one, heels down on the chair. All right, so I'm going to do something a little different. When I sit up, I'm going to rotate left, right, go back down. Then we do the sit-up reach-ups like we did the previous round. So this is a demonstration. Sit yourself up, go right, left, go right, come down, then bring it up to that sit-up reach-up. So remember that combination. Let's roll with it. All right, taking it up top. I'm gonna go left, right, back down, sit it up, reach it up. This is your finisher. Boom. Notice how I use my arms for my momentum when I sit back up. Don't pull on your neck. Don't pull on that lower back. Let upper body sit itself up. Drive to your core. Come on, this is your finisher right here, right now. This is 1 minute on the clock. So now you know the clock. Clock has been rolling. I'm just giving you a heads up of the time you're facing coming down to that finish line. Boom. Come on. Get through it. Get through it. Let's finish. Let's finish. You gotta love it. Added something else into it. Added something else onto this move. That's all. Make it a little bit more interesting. Make it a little bit more fun. 15 seconds to go over your workout. Right here. Right now. Come on. Finish off. A lot of times you hear me say, even when the clock is run out on us, get one more rep in. For instance, right here, clock already ran out. Finish off. This last one won't kill us. There it is. 2 laps. Like we said in the beginning, you can look at the clock. 7:09. You get in, you get out. It gets right to the point. You don't waste a lot of time. All right? So that was the sequence tonight. We get in, we get out. More importantly, you got your conditioning in a different way. All right? So if you can stick around just for a couple more minutes. Let's angle the camera down. Let's stretch out. That's important. Let's stretch out. First stretch. Collapse everything down. If you can grab your ankles, whatever you can grab, your foot, your toes, collapse your upper body down. Continue to hold. You got that 3 count. 2, 1. All right, now take that left leg behind you, reach down to that foot in front of you, and let's hold that stretch. You've done some Supermans, so really take advantage of the stretch of leaning forward, collapsing down. Continue to hold. 3 count. 2, 1. All right, sit back up nice and tall. Switch off that stance, switch off that stretch. And again, overlap both hands. Collapse everything down. Last stretch, hold for 10. Stay relaxed. 3 count. 2, 1. There it is. That's it. Thank you for showing up each and every Monday, each and every week. We definitely appreciate it. We appreciate your support. Way to show up, get that work in. I'll see you next Monday.